Hello, everybody, and welcome back. 2019 Oskatch World Cup semifinals. Dolan joined by Elux for Finland against Mexico.
How's it going, everyone? How's your guys' break?
There he is. There's the man. So we've had a break of 4 hours to relax over the Philippines-Germany game. But now we're back. The winner of this match will face the Philippines in the losers bracket tomorrow in top 8. So a top 8 spot up for grabs. Now, for Mexico, this is actually really interesting because in 2017, Mexico finished in this exact position, top 8. In the top 8 spot. So they're trying to break through to finals week. So they really kind of want to keep their winning streak alive. And Finland have really kind of exceeded all expectations this year, being a good top seed team. So they're them obviously putting up a very strong result in top 12.
By the way, anyone in the chat, if you can translate that background for us, that would be amazing.
I love how it's Inferno.
And what in
Oh
the
yeah,
world?
that's
Okay.
that's a nice map. Wait, that's like a 1-star restaurant review. You know, wait, Jay, you know how like a Google Maps, you can, like if you're looking up like a store, you can see like star ratings for it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what that is. It's a review. It's like a review someone wrote, an online review.
The only word that I can make out is bullcrap.
No, yeah.
That is the only word. The rest is...
Has that been there the whole time? I have not even noticed it.
It has. It
I didn't
honestly
even
has.
notice it until
Okay,
like...
that's stream.
Okay. Well, we obviously apologize for that. That's gonna be the first warm-up done. Nice little rip-off of Inferno here. Sad. Yeah, that was so Daxron's client is kind of stuck there, so that's kind of what we're waiting on. But so Mexico are gonna get their warm-up next.
I noticed some other controversial things with that warm-up, so I am glad that that is out of the way now.
Yeah, we got that out of the way. We're going to be moving on to Hype featuring Such the Lapis remix. But I really don't know who to pick, like, in terms of predictions for this matchup, because I think you've got two pretty evenly skilled teams here. You've got Finland, the lowest ranked top seed team, and Mexico, one of the best high seed teams this year.
That, and also we've seen how well Mexico did against the United States. So definitely a really interesting matchup that we're going to have here today. It can go both sides either way.
Yeah, definitely you can make cases for both sides. I mean, Finland and Mexico are insane teams. Mexico have a lot of skill on, I'd say, hidden in hard rock is where they're probably the best at, probably hard rock. They're also they've been showing consistency this year. Like, this is the best consistency we've seen out of Mexico, I think, in any of the World Cups. Or I would say this is probably the most scary Mexico team, which is really crazy considering that they don't have Ponchiwi. How scary this team would be potentially if they had him as well. But this Finnish team is pretty good. You've got names that have been around the community the entire game. You've got Asami, Forgotten Taco, Yurdi. I mean, the three most popular Finnish players.
and I'm sure that a number of people would have written Mexico off as they didn't have Panchiwi this year, but to everyone who didn't think that they would stand a chance, well, look where they're at now.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of just struggled to get out of groups and barely made it out, and then really shocked us all with the 6-4 loss in the USA. Put up a really good fight against the US, and then secured the victory over Poland. So Mexico, after that kind of show of strength from their match against the USA, a lot of teams are kind of like, I would say, just low-key scared of them, but we're not sure really if Mexico qualifies as a legitimate threat. I would say this is going to be a big test. I think Finland's going to be a tough opponent, and I think if Mexico can get it done here, they'll definitely earn a lot of respect from a lot of the players out here.
The Forgotten Taco just don't know what he's doing. Every now and then he just stands still, continues playing, stands still.
Is he holding dash?
He was for a little bit.
But Cassio's still on the FC, I think. Along with Cowboy. This is actually insane. Like,
oh, and as soon as you say that, Cashew and Yuri end up missing. So,
look at Cowboy, though. What is it with, like, North American, like, countries? This is, like, now a trend, like, okay. So last year we had the surprising player to the World Cup roster in Playboy, who's awesome. Now we've got Cowboy for Mexico. Next year, Canada's going to get a really good catch player. It's going to have boy in their profile name. Watch. The NA trend. I really like the flow of this warm-up. So Cowboy with some pretty impressive accuracy. As well as Casio, like, even Daxaraz is almost at 99 with the hidden hard rock on this.
Let's obviously look at the clear best player on this map so far, Forgotten Taco.
I mean, you got that solid 68% accuracy right now. I mean, he's on the rise. He's got some combo too.
Has combo with
the
70%
Cowboy
accuracy.
Gang. Oh my goodness, that'd be a great name for, like, meme name for Mexico. Cowboy Gang.
So what is this? Red Dead Redemption now?
It's Red Dead?
Yeah, you heard it, guys. Cowboy Gang. This is no longer us. This is Red Dead Redemption.
Catching fruits in Red Dead Redemption. It's a new DLC. That's why nobody played it. So nobody knows about it. I am very impressed by just the fact that these players can hit some of these patterns like that, like those quick wiggle backs right there.
Cowboy.
Like,
what are you doing?
Exactly. Have you been seeing this guy Cowboy hit these wiggles? It's absolutely insane. And two of the Finnish players have just given up. Forgotten Taco and Yurdi don't want to warm up anymore.
Oh, no.
Yurdi's back.
Yurdi's back. Think he decided to continue it out.
Took a quick sip of water.
Forgotten Taco there. He probably just went off to make some food or something.
He's like, you know what? He's like, you know what? I'm not FC in this. Like, why play it? So that's gonna do it for warm-ups.
Good Lord, that graph on Forgotten Taco's side.
That is it's a whole lot of ups and downs.
That is a roller coaster right there.
Yeah, that is a very unstable chart there. But Cowboy and Casho coming in with S ranks as well as Daxaraz. That's actually just very impressive for Mexico. You've got Dad on the side of Finland. You had Sad, now we have Dad. So Mexico will be winning the roll 60-30.
Pretty quick rolls this time around. Pretty quick.
So Mexico will now get to decide whether they want to ban first and pick second or ban second and pick first.
You know, Dolan, it still amazes me. We're in semis right now, and this new rule is still tripping up some teams. You would think that they'd be used to it by now.
Yeah, this is also one of the newer rules. And then you have the comeback ban that's really been making matches kind of interesting. And so Mexico is going to elect to pick first and ban second. So they're going to let Finland go ahead and ban whatever their heart desires from the pool. And so Finland's going to ban DT2. So Mexico will now get to ban, and then they will have the first pick of this match. So Jay, do you have any predictions?
Honestly, I'm gonna give this one to Mexico. I'm gonna say 7-5, favor of Mexico.
So you're expecting a really close one here?
I am. They're both really strong teams, and if Mexico can perform like Cowboy and Cashew did in that warm-up in the actual maps, and they come out strong like they did against the United States, I can see Mexico taking this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a match that for both teams, it's a match that either team could win or lose. I think it's just going to really come down to how they handle this map pool and how they handle taking certain losses in certain pools, certain mod brackets. I think a lot could affect this, but Mexico has shown that they do have the consistency, as well as Finland. I mean, Finland this year made their first ever winners bracket quarterfinal, and they're also looking to get their first ever finals week appearance, which is a potential. The winner of this has a chance to go to finals week. Finland have never been in the top 8 before, I don't believe. If they have, it hasn't been it's been a long time. And the pick coming from Mexico is going to be Madness. Hellblind, Grief and Madness. Grief and Madness, Grief and Malice. Oh my goodness. Grief and Malice bring the madness. Yeah, one of those maps is being played. But Evans is going to get the ban. So Mexico actually banning Hidden here. And we saw this played in the last match, Philippines-Germany. Definitely more of a consistency pick. So Mexico wants to play the consistency game, and kind of makes sense considering how good they've been in this World Cup in terms of their consistency. So it looks like this is going to be the roster.
It would appear so.
So it looks like we're all set up here, gonna get started. So Mexico definitely gonna look to play the consistency route here with Finland and see how strong they are on just a no mod map. It's a good consistency, like just benchmark test. So Mexico gonna put Finland to the test, and there's the Kia.
Oh god, you're gonna make me do it like you had to, aren't you?
Oh no, I would never.
And that's why I love you, Dolan.
Hey Jay, give me your best Kia.
Please don't do this to me.
Kia! Jay, what happened to your voice?
Not sure.
That was our lovely operator one, Crystal, just jumping on in here with the. Oh my goodness. So not really sure what the players are talking about. I think they're just making sure the mods are all. It's like Daxaros is having an issue equipping Hard Rock.
Apparently, he still has his HDHR from the warm-up on.
Hey, if the man wants to play HDHR and a no mod, let him. I was like, wait, no, this is an HR pick. Did I say it was no mod?
Oh, yes.
Why did I think that was no mod? There must be like another similar. I'm upset with myself. But it also makes sense as to why Mexico would pick Hard Rock, because they're a very good Hard Rock team. I mean, they took points off the United States in Hard Rock. That's how good their Hard Rock is. And Awesome's gonna
finding early miss.
Yeah, the first miss from Awesome there. Daxaros still maintaining insane act with Hidden Hard Rock right now.
Forgotten Taco. As soon as they hit that 200 mark, it's gonna find a miss. That's gonna give a decent advantage to Mexico.
Yeah, the Mexico team, they just look really consistent, really comfortable right now. Yuri looks good too as well on the finish side, but Forgotten Taco will find another miss, and that's going to continue the struggle for Finland. But this Mexican team looks so comfortable and really dangerous, still holding triple FCs. Daxaros will be the first to fall for Mexico.
And Yuri ends up dropping his full combo.
Yeah, Yuri actually traded that with Daxaros.
And Forgotten Taco followed it up with another miss. So Asumi, the only one with above 200 combo on the side of Finland.
Yeah, but you got Cowboy and Casio on the side of Mexico with their FCs intact. Asumi had an early miss, but is trying to keep his country in it here. Finland trailing by a decent margin here as we approach the halfway point.
Just as soon as Yuri and Forgotten Taco got that 200 combo mark, they end up dropping again.
That's going to kill Mexico. That's going to kill Finland, and Asumi will complete the triple miss. And Mexico is just going to pull away now. So they've got two 800 combos and a 350 from Daxaros, and nothing on the side of Finland. Asumi with yet another miss.
Cowboy finally drops his double F.
Unfortunate for Cowboy F and the Chad for that. Casio, though, still carrying on with the FC. Yurdi will still continue the struggle for Finland. And Mexico, it's over 300,000 at this point. It's unless there's a fail on the Mexican side, there's no way that Finland can flip this. And I believe on the pick'ems, this match was 51% in favor of Finland. That's how close the voting was. Even the people thought this match was going to be like a dead even battle. But Mexico's come to play, and they're going to take the opening point.
Like I said before the match, if Mexico starts out strong, I can see them taking this all the way, and so far they're proving my point.
Yeah, when Mexico starts strong, they tend to not let off the gas at all. They continue to keep it up. And Yurdi with another miss. And Forgotten Taco breaking as well. But all eyes are on Casio. The one FC intact.
And he is going to keep it.
And he gets it. Mexico take the opening point.
Mexico, what are you doing?
Daxaros
Total.
with 1 miss on Hidden Hard Rock. Cowboy with the 3 miss. 4 total combined misses for Mexico. And Finland's best performer, Yurdi, had more than that. At 5 misses. Nomad 6 quickly coming out from Finland, though.
Let's see here. 22 plus 17 plus 5, 44. Quick maths. Yeah, 44 misses on...
Compared to 4 on the Mexican side.
11 times as much misses. Jeez.
You're out here with the quick math today.
I am. I don't know what it is, but...
Well, we're gonna be getting some Camellia here. Nomad 6 is the pick from Finland.
Some more Camellia for the Aus Camellia World Cup.
Yeah, the Aus Camellia World Cup. Three Camellia maps in that Nomad pool. So Nomad begs the question, will we see any roster changes? Because Finland looked like they had several issues with consistency all around. And Mexico just looked good. Oh, we're waiting on a ready up.
Yeah, we're waiting on looked like Cashew we were waiting on.
Yeah. Oh, is that Firu? I think Firu has come into the lobby for Mexico. We're going to be going back to the lobby in just a sec. And so we're going to be getting right into that Nomad 6.
There we go.
And here we go. So finally the second round is going to be played here on Nomad.
Firu coming in for Daxaros.
Yeah, that's the one substitution. So no early misses.
Dolan. I had a feeling you were gonna curse it.
I was waiting. I didn't want to curse anything. But Forgotten Taco's going to miss it. Actually, all of Finland had found a miss, and Casio the only miss on the side of Mexico. So Firu and Cowboy are still keeping up the FCs for Mexico. But they both miss as I say that, so a double miss.
Dolan, you keep cursing everyone.
Finland are going to get a break here. At the 200 combo mark. Osmi and Forgotten. Yeah, Osmi and Forgotten Taco putting in some work here. Yurdi now at 200.
Firu and Cowboy just now catching up to that 200 combo mark. It's Osmi finds a miss. That's going to give Mexico the advantage again. And Forgotten Taco with another miss. Just
yeah, Cowboy though will trade it with Firu. There's a double miss on the Mexican side as well. Another one from Finland. So
yeah.
It's Yurdi though, the only one. He's got 500 combo. A Cowboy's trying to stop him, but Finland are actually going to pull a little bit of that score lead back.
And aside from Yuri, this does not seem like the Finnish team that we are used to watching. Cowboy gonna catch up to that 200 combo mark, help stop the bleeding just a little bit, help maintain that score advantage.
Yeah, so Mexico still in the lead. Cashew now recovering to 200. Finland doing an excellent job, though, of taking advantage of the opportunities Finland present them here, or Finland taking advantage of the opportunities Mexico present them here, because now it's still close enough for Finland to potentially win.
And Awesome and Cashew.
So there's going to be a trade right there.
Trade it out. And Forgotten Taco is going to follow it up with another miss as well.
Yeah, and Mexico will not be providing a second miss, so they're going to grow that advantage. And that may be all they need, given how much time is left in the map. Yuri trying to desperately hold on. The Cowboy and Fear are just running away. Cashew will provide a miss, though, from Mexico. But Mexico look like they have this basically in the bag, but a miss could make things a little scary here. But there's a double miss from Finland, Awesome and Forgotten Taco. And that's going to basically give this point to Mexico. There's not really much that can be done.
Despite Yuri's best efforts to hold his team in this map, he just couldn't hold it fast enough.
Yeah, he tried, and Finland kept them in it. You know, Finland played really well and stayed in it to the very end. But unfortunately for the Mexico, just the slightly more consistent team.
Awesome with an 18 miss and 22 miss last map. This is not like the Awesome that we are used to watching.
All right, so Mexico leads now 2-0 with the pick. So
had a little guest appearance by DJ Client there.
yeah, he came in, you know, just to give you guys a preview of his new SoundCloud. You got a mixtape coming out.
Heard it's gonna be fire.
Oh yeah. So it looks like Mexico's gonna pick Imprinting here. So some hard rock.
No surprise with the hard rock pick coming from Mexico. Seeing how they did, they just completely overwhelmed the Finnish team with their first hard rock pick.
And Juan Crystal providing. So yeah, there's a pretty big ruling that was just made.
No, it was not just made. I mean, I guess.
Well, yeah, but we couldn't really.
Essentially, what just happened is that there was an instance of an inappropriate content beat map selected as the warm-up by, and as the ruling for this kind of things, we apply 42 hours of silence to whoever uploads that kind of stuff. And even though this is on a workup scenario, it's not different from any normal user. Therefore, there was a penalty applied to the players involved with the uploading of such map. After being selected here, we spotted that it was not a prop, and the penalty was addressed to the players involved, which were Yerdi and Ausumi.
Okay, well, thank you for the update.
So that's essentially what happened.
Yeah. Well, now this is actually absolutely just terrible for Finland. This is, I don't know what they can do here now.
Finland losing 2 maps and then this happening, it just seems like all odds are against them.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do they even have enough? They may not. Do they have enough active players online?
They may not have enough
That's game.
What?
That's it. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Okay.
You hate to see it go like that after only 2 maps, but all we can say is that the rules are rules, and Mexico played really consistent in those first 2 maps that we did get to see. It's so crazy because this team is moving on to the top 8 now, still shrouded in mystery in terms of like how strong they are. We only get to see 2 maps today of a semifinals pool. You know, I was really looking forward to this match because I was really looking forward to kind of seeing where Finland and Mexico were at, you know, just in terms of a sheer competitive standpoint. And is the hype behind Mexico real? We've only seen 2 maps, Jay.
I know, and if I was a betting man, which I am a betting man, it's a serious problem, I do need help for it, but if I was a betting man, I do not know how to go about with dealing with Mexico here in the upcoming matches. I mean, yeah, what they've shown us so far is
just like
good,
that,
but
just like that, Philippines has to play Mexico with only 2 maps. They only have knowledge on Mexico for 2 maps. And now Mexico has 11 maps worth of knowledge on the Philippines. So that's going to make tomorrow very interesting. But because of this, so to kind of briefly sum up what just happened for all of you, because this is happening very quickly. So essentially what happened is there was a map that was uploaded as Finland's warm-up that violated certain, obviously, community guidelines. And so they were penalized for this, which the penalty is a silence. And they were both silenced mid-match, and unfortunately, because that's when the offense occurred, and so Finland can't play. So the match will go as a 7-0 victory for Mexico. Despite the fact they'd already played 2 maps, that's the final score. Unfortunate that these situations have to happen, but rules are rules, right, Jay?
I mean, that's true. You gotta follow by them, especially in a high-stakes tournament like this.
I really hate to see Finland go out this way because they were good this year. They were honestly, they made it into the top seed. They knocked Indonesia down to high seed, and they made it to the quarterfinals. They made it here in the top 12, and I was really looking to see if Finland could progress further past this Mexican team. It's just a shame that this is how it has to end. But that's going to be it for now. But in 1 hour, it'll be the United States versus Brazil. We'll have that match coming up to you shortly in 1 hour. The winner of that match will go on to play Hong Kong, who had an excellent game against Taiwan. So we have 4 matches in total left this weekend. 1 more for today, 2 more, or 3 more for tomorrow.
And might I add, Dolan, this is a group stage rematch.
Yes. How funny. These 2 teams played in the group stage. It's the USA versus the last unseeded team in the tournament. Brazil's gone farther than any other unseeded team in Oskatch World Cup history. So we'll see if they can continue that journey against the US. But that's in 1 hour. So Jay, until then.
That was brief, but until then, man. Until then.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in an hour for US Brazil. Have a good one.